make that decision to go. And I think he's had an awesome experience here, and he's loved the team, and he's loved everything about playing hockey at OU. And so I think it worked out to be the best decision for him.
And 4 years later after that, I mean, I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you're a pretty proud mom. You have a lot to be proud of in terms of your son. But what specifically would you want to, say to him or even Bobcat Nation in general about, how the emotions are like going through senior night and seeing him wrap up his college career?
Yeah, well, so I can't think about that because then you'll have, mom crying on video here.
You got to save that for the actual event.
No, greatest fans. I mean, I have been to a lot of hockey games over the years between him and my older son. And, I've never seen a group of kids get so into a hockey game before. And even people who've never played, and the fan base of just the community alone. I've never seen that, where people are actually coming to a college campus to watch a college game that are just people who live in town. So I think that's pretty incredible. The commitment to the youth programs that they have around here. I think, those kids look up to these hockey players, and they aspire to be like them. And, what great role models. All the kids on the team have been fabulous. I've met, some great kids that Drew still keeps in contact with, former players, their families. We all still keep in contact on Facebook, which, so, it's broadened my network of people that we know in the hockey community, which has been very nice. And either a captain or an assistant captain on any hockey team that he's been on. And he really rises and thrives on that. And so I think in knowing that he has to be that role model for younger players has really inspired him in his schoolwork too. And so, he's graduating, and it's great. And he's got a job when he's done with school. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm even more excited that he's choosing to do that job back at home. So he's moving back close to me, which I'm very happy about, considering that my older son, his older brother lives in Canada. And so it's not as convenient for us to go and spend time together. So really happy about that.
Talked with Coach Leo on the hockey show earlier this week, and he was saying the same things, like being able to see the guys grow into men. And from a parent's perspective, how was that for you? And he pretty much changed before your eyes. Maybe you had to watch it on the screen a couple times, but how was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's very emotional, right? Because my kids are getting older, but I'm not. And, so it's hard for me to believe that, it was his 23rd birthday on Monday. It's hard for me to believe that my baby is 23 years old and he's graduating from college. And I'm just so proud of him because, as most parents, kids sometimes go through struggles, and, to see Drew go through some struggles as well as my older child, and watch them persevere and get through that and come out better on the other end as a great person. It's very humbling to watch your kid do that. It's also, from a mom's perspective, to watch him interact with others and see his level of maturity and respect he has for others. That was something that was very strong in our household. I always told my kids, people are going to remember your character before they remember your skill. So always remember to be a good person first, and your hockey will play a secondary fiddle to that. And so both my boys took that to heart, and I think that they earn the respect of others because of the way that they carry themselves. And that's really important to me.
A great memory that you have, I guess.
So what I remember the most, and what I found most enjoyable, didn't necessarily happen on the ice, but it was Mom's Weekend, and the way it was his freshman year, and it was the first time he had met many of these kids, and we were the way the hockey team put together just a weekend of things for their moms, and hanging out at Palmer, and just having a cookout, and just being able to connect with the kids and connect with these moms it was such a great time. Like, I didn't expect it to be that way. I had never experienced Mom's Weekend before, obviously. But it was so nice that all of those kids, to see the respect that they had for their moms and want to hang out with them all weekend and just be around. And, they went out and they planned these events for us, which was it was fabulous. It was such a nice memory. So rule in our house, anytime we leave or hang up, you always have to say, I love you, because, you never know when the last time you're going to hear that. So, so I don't need to tell Drew I love him. He knows that. He hears it every single day. But now you're going to make me cry. I'm just really proud of him. He's dealt with some things in the last 4 years that he really persevered and pushed through. And, you know, he wanted a dog, and he is like the best dog dad ever. And I'm just so happy he's coming home. And yeah, he's ending on such a high note with hockey. It was really an important event in his life since the time he was 3 years old. So it's good to see it end in such a positive way.
Yeah,